The siege was underway.
But this is how far Christy Smith, the establishment media, and the Democratic establishment will go to smear Cenk.
Most notably, the New York Times did their part by twisting Cenk's interview with David Duke, which roiled up the ethical dark web.
This is the one that's really the most offensive.
The most egregious example, the New York Times
published a verifiable lie,
the hit piece
about Cenk Uygur,
titled Bernie Sanders retracts endorsement of Cenk Uygur after criticism
by Jennifer Medina that is getting blasted by progressives.
In all seriousness, this is credibility ruining for them.
They're smearing Cenk Uygur.
The smears against Cenk have amplified.
There are some smears.
And the amount of misinformation in this is incredible.
They know they are reprinting a smear.
Didn't you see what they did to Cenk Uygur from the Young Turks?
This is so above and beyond wrong.
He was interviewing David Duke, and he goes, "Of course you're not a racist." He's mocking him.
That it appears malicious.
And they took it out of context, in quotes.
And it appears like they don't care that they're getting something incredibly...
And they wrote that he said to David Duke, "Of course you're not a racist."
Mind-numbingly...
They try to pretend.
Stupefyingly wrong.
It's a clip on Twitter. Mr. Duke ends an interview by saying, quote, "I am not what you call a racist," end quote, to which Mr. Uygur replies, "No."
Of course not. All right.
Has Jennifer Medina ever even heard of sarcasm?
They will link to the argue that bestiality should be legal, but somehow they couldn't find the David Duke interview.
Absolutely no sense.
And I'm going to show you proof that they are lying here.
This is an actual smear. This is a lie.
All of this here is painted in a way to make Cenk sound terrible.
Kyle Kulinski, okay?
Kyle Kulinski.
We didn't link to it. We, as the New York Times.
Kyle links to this video where it shows, Cenk like just shutting down David Duke completely.
It was incredibly combative.
He was basically clowning on David Duke.
He's now like literally mocking him.
So obviously he was being sarcastic.
Cenk kicked David Duke's ass.
He was rude to David Duke.
Over 900,000 views.
Cenk Uygur just utterly destroyed David Duke.
It's unbelievable.
That's crazy. That's a crazy lie, though, for that to get into the New York Times.
Even though we linked to the clip about bestiality.
Somebody just got too woke for their own good. Somebody got over woke. They lied.
It's unbelievable.
They crossed the line. They wanted to stop him.
Again, it's a hit job.
It's just a complete lie.
Shameful.
You have to retract, and you have to apologize.
Time for immediate retraction and apology now.
You must retract and apologize. This is unacceptable.
He says, time for immediate retraction and apology.
Weird, you haven't said anything yet.
And she needs to be fired.
Are you kidding me? If I ever got something that wrong, I would immediately come out and be like...
But I expect the New York Times to have the utmost journalistic, integrity.
We don't have computers.
Look, here's the thing.
All around, this situation is demoralizing and depressing.
On the bestiality front,
You just watched a small portion of Tell the Truth, Cenk Part 1, a 2-part documentary series I've been working on for more than 2.5 years. It corrects the record and calls out Cenk Uygur for the lies he told about how and why the Union originated at the Young Turks. I was there. I know the truth. And unlike Cenk, I'm telling it. The first 46 minutes are dropping at the same time as this video, another 30 drops in a month, and with support, the full version will be completed hopefully by summer. Or if you're in the future, they're already out. There's a lot more work to do. Your help is greatly needed. Like, subscribe, comment, share, donate, and most of all, spread the word. Help me correct the record. Thank you.
you.